Hi guys, welcome back to yet another episode of the Review Podcast. I am your host Rachel Lanita, kama K, kama kawaida, and today is a beautiful day on this episode because we are doing our Mother's Day celebration episode. And what better way to explain what motherhood is than to have it from the horse's mouth? Here with me, I have two adorable moms who I love and adore. Did I say that enough? I love and adore first time moms. Nikisema kimeturamba, niko hapo pia first time, but mimi yangu I feel like I will need a whole day for myself. So today I have two beautiful ladies, Sophie and who even called herself? Sophie and Lapsi. Who is this one? The last one she was on the episode, she was pregnant, and we are happy to hear what you have to say. So welcome, guys. Say many hi to my peoples.
Hey guys.
Hi. We're so happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm Sophie.
I'm Lapsi Selfa, as Anita said, and I'm really happy to be back again.
Yeah, and she said we are first time mothers.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
guys, you're not so ready for
Inaturamba.
Well,
Yeah.
when people think about motherhood, I feel like we think about all this. It's glorious, it's soft, it's nice. I want you guys to give me the unfiltered truth about motherhood. Tuanze pale kwa pregnancy. How was it? From the first time you were pregnant, Sophie, how was it?
Okay, the first time, actually, let me just start from when I took the test.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was a little bit scared, but the feeling, then think about being a mother, it made me a little bit happy. And so the first trimester, of course, the stress and whatever. But yeah,
Here we are.
here we are.
Yeah, I think for me it was more of a roller coaster. First of all, I went skydiving when I was pregnant. I did not
Girl,
know I was
girl,
pregnant.
girl,
So I came back
I'm
from the
judging
trip.
you. I'm judging you.
I came back from the trip and I was feeling really sick. I remember calling my pregnancy fatigue for the first trimester, because when I came back I was like, hii ni fatigue. This is just fatigue. Then lo and behold, I took the test, and yeah, I think for me it was like a bit of a roller coaster. It was, yeah, I think, let me give you a bit of a backstory. I am an angel mom, so my baby girl is my baby number 2, but my baby number 1. So it was a bit of a roller coaster because it was, emotional, thinking about, I've lost a baby before, so how do I navigate this pregnancy? Yeah, so that was it. And I would say, yeah, first trimester was it was a roller coaster. It was a ghetto. I remember after I got pregnant, I was like, mimi sitakuwa na morning sickness. Then morning sickness said, say no more.
Sophie has given
Actually,
me that
for me,
side
I
eye.
didn't have any money.
She's like, what are you guys talking about?
What are you guys talking about?
Where?
I didn't have.
Yeah.
Actually, most people did say that they vomited like so many times. For me, the entire pregnancy, I only vomited once.
God's chosen one.
Yeah.
How does it feel? Able to tell us.
To be God's chosen one.
You got the glow.
Yeah, I was like, oh, am I not pregnant, or what is happening? Because people are really complaining about this pregnancy, but I'm just feeling normal. I'm eating literally everything.
Even the bad taste in your mouth, you didn't have it?
No, just a little.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now,
nilisema nikifika mbinguni nitaenda ni kwa baba nimuulize why me. Now of course the next logical step after yes you are pregnant comes after the 9 months birth and delivery. How did that go for you guys?
For me, I think I went to work normally, came back. In fact, I got in the house at 6, and then I was staying with my friend Doris because my husband is away. So I told her, I really feel like when today we just go for a walk, I might get this baby. So we went for a walk for almost 2 hours. So we walked, and then
2 hours at 9 months pregnant.
Yeah.
Hey, God loves you.
Actually, during my pregnancy, I didn't have any difficulties. Nothing. So we went for a walk, and then at 8 p.m., I experienced the labor pains. No water broke, and then I went to the labor ward.
To the hospital.
Yeah.
Okay, I'd say for mine was a bit different. First of all, I had a bit of a difficult pregnancy. It was very well managed, but it was a bit difficult because I had to be on progesterone the whole pregnancy. And I also had a cesarean, an elective cesarean, also because of my history. So mine was more in my head. I thought it was planned. Like I thought it was I thought I had a birth plan, in short. Yeah, but then yeah, of course we picked a date. We had the tests done and everything. Then I went into hospital. I remember I checked in hospital at around like 5 a.m. because I knew by 6:30 I'll be admitted. Then we'll go. I remember Anita laughing at me because I told her that, when I go to give birth, I'll have my family there with me to in the waiting room, to wait to like in the recovery room, sorry. And I'll be recovering with my family, surrounded by my family. Oh, I didn't know, like, recovery, you do it alone.
That's the thing.
I
Every
really
time,
didn't know.
like, I don't want to say I hate this word, but when you're at baby showers, people always tell you, we are the village, we'll be here for you.
Yeah.
Just call us anytime.
Yeah.
Hata mi nimeshaisema your sentence, and I'm so
Yeah.
sorry because I don't think I've been there. I don't think, people.
Yeah.
So how was it? Did you have the village after giving birth? Was it Sophie amekaa tu hapo. Sophie like, I don't want to point you guys, but you know yourself. You know
Yeah,
yourself.
for me, no. I only had a friend actually
Mm.
in hospital, and mine was normal.
Mm.
So I could see all the dances people are making.
Mm.
Actually, I can just tell you guys, I don't know what is wrong, what was wrong with my pregnancy, or what was so fun with my
It was
pregnancy.
right.
Because like when people were crying and jumping and taking off their
Dancing.
clothes, I was just looking at them
And
laughing.
wondering what's
not happening.
on.
Why is this not happening to me? And then all of a sudden I felt something like really painful. And then the doctor told me that actually he was a very young doctor and he was wearing Crocs. And then he's telling me that
You had to add the Crocs back.
like you have to go like five squats and then the baby will come out. I was like, no. Like now this one was very painful. And then he told me that if you don't do that, then you're going to lose your baby. And when I heard about losing my baby, oh my God, he just held me and you were with him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squats. And then he's telling me, your baby has already, I don't know, done what?
Dropped.
Crowned.
Yeah.
Oh, crowned, yeah.
And so they induced me and the baby was there.
Out.
Easy.
Did she just say bathing was
I
easy?
know.
No, you know what? Mimi says we will just fight. Because girl, okay, I don't want to get into my bad story, but yeah, it's beautiful to hear.
But I think,
that it's so beautiful.
They're different things.
Yeah, they're so different. Like I would say for me, this one was different from the first one. I don't know if it's an age thing or I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe I don't know. But yeah, for me, I would say I had a village, but I used to feel some type of way because everyone would ask after the baby. Very few people asked, about me. It was always, hi, how are you doing? How is the baby?
Put the baby on the phone.
I know, put the baby. I'm actually calling you because of the
I
baby.
need to see the baby.
But I remember one of my friends called me and I felt so nice because she didn't call me. She texted me. And I remember feeling so nice because she was like, hi, I would love to come and visit. And I was like, okay, sawa, karibu and everything. Then she asked me, what can I bring you? And I was like, no, she asked me, what can I bring you? Then I told her what I wanted. I wanted chocolate. Then she said, okay, so what size of diapers does the baby wear? I told her. Then she told me, by the way, Ujue, I'm coming to see you because huyu mtoto nimemjua tu juzi, so it's you that I'm coming to see. Yeah. And then of course my best friend, when she brought gifts for the baby, she also brought me a gift.
Aww.
And I felt so nice. And she brought me house slippers, Anita.
Oh, it's me.
I felt so good.
But it is I am the best gifter.
I think, okay. And I think
on that note, when the pale Elfie's devil fights, they slide up and then you like,
I know.
Okay,
I think, I had a really beautiful community.
You did.
Yeah. And you were also in hospital, so that really meant a lot to me. Because, like when you're being wheeled out of theater and you see your family, it just makes you feel nice. Beautiful. Yeah.
I have a fun question to ask. Okay, this is an emotion. I don't know why I said fun. It's emotional. I read that wrong. What did you feel that moment you held your child for the first time? Okay, the moment you birthed, when you birthed her, did she just, were you just given the baby? Because I know in CS, you're shown the baby, then they have to cut, then wash the baby, not wash,
Clean.
dab her, then
Yeah.
bring her to you. And that's not even the first time you hold her.
Yeah, you don't
Did
even
you
hold
hold
her
her
then.
after
Yeah.
you gave birth?
Yes.
How was that for you?
It was a good feeling. And when I looked at her, you see, when these kids are born, sorry to say, but they kind of look weird.
My baby was not weird. My baby was so cute.
So tiny and, you know,
Fragile,
Fragile.
slimy.
so
and
you're trying to
Yeah.
look like, I'm trying to look at, do you even look even closer as me? And I'm like, nah. But it was a good feeling now that this was the something that was in my womb,
Yeah.
and finally
Yeah.
I
9
had
months
it.
later.
The kids,
Yeah,
now
it
you're
feels
seeing
so
the
good. The
tiny
closure
toes.
and the
Yeah.
motherly instincts
Oh,
now
just
just
Yeah,
kicked in.
they kicked in.
Yeah, I
Was it
really
like
enjoyed
love at first sight for
it.
you?
Yeah.
Mm.
It was so good, and even every pain that I ever experienced,
It
just
goes away.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
We
does.
mpaka sahii bado my CS ka inanifanyia vitu. I don't think it goes away.
It does. I think no. I would say not like forever, but like in that very moment.
Yeah.
Because I remember for me, just as you said, for CS moms, like you don't hold your baby immediately. Like they bring the baby to you, they tell you, and I think for me, like the moment, because like I realized that
She's about to
it's
cry,
not
guys.
even. I actually
Yeah.
realized it's not only you that gets emotional when you're giving birth. Like even the team that's with you,
Yeah, 'cause it's a
like they get so
beautiful
emotional. Because
feeling.
I remember before the baby was out, there was a bit of tension. Like you could actually feel the tension. Like people were trying to talk in theater, like they're trying to like crack jokes and all that, but you can just feel there's a tension. And then once the baby is out and the baby cries, it's like the room just comes alive. Everyone is laughing, everyone
Yeah.
is smiling. They're like, wow, the baby cried. And it was, I think for me, it was so emotional. Like when the baby cried, even before I saw the baby, I was just I was just like, finally, 9 months later, here we go. Here
And
she
the cries
is.
really make you feel so
Yeah,
comfortable.
you feel so good. You
Because
feel
for
yeah.
me, she didn't cry at immediately, so they had to tap her. So I was really waiting. When is she going to
When is she
cry?
going to cry?
Like this is what is supposed to be and to happen. And when she cried, like you feel like, oh God,
Yeah.
just thank
Everything
you.
is just okay at that
Everything
very
is
moment.
yeah. And I think it's just when they say when you see your baby you cannot forget your baby. The way like all babies look alike. I used to like in my head I was like, what if like they give me a baby and then I go there and then they give me a
exchange the
different
baby,
baby.
yeah.
Like I literally mastered that
Yeah,
baby's
it
face
sticks.
after seeing her like just
Once,
once.
and that's your child.
Yeah, and that's my baby. Yeah.
Now, this takes me to the 4th trimester. You have given birth, your baby is so cute, and you're home. Those first few weeks, then now, for some people, depression starts setting in. You don't know how, you don't even know, okay, apart from changing the diaper, what am I supposed to do with this child? How did you navigate that?
Let me start maybe by talking about maybe the first thing, the basics to the kids, showering and whatever. So for me, literally, I was alone and I didn't know anything because the father was away. I just have this nanny. She was also young. So I don't even know how to about this kid. So I took the baby and I put her in the basin and she was seated. And so I called my sister and I was telling her, oh, you see the baby. I even was able to show the baby, and she was like, how did you do it? And then I said, I just sat her in the basin, and she said, no, she's still young. She cannot do that because her back will start paining. And so learning everything was so difficult for me. As I said, the pregnancy was so easy for me, but when the baby now comes, it was really hard. I used to break down and cry. But now when the baby is near me, I could just look at her and say, I can do it.
Yeah.
So thanks to Uncle Google, actually, I've done so many things
Together.
together.
Yeah, and ChatGPT.
Yeah.
And teacher Rachel, let's not forget. You know that
Yeah.
Miss Rachel, I know
Yeah.
they say it's not good for kids,
Mm.
but huyo mama ameturaisia watoto na tuseme amen.
Amen.
To that woman.
Yeah.
So, how was it for you though?
I would say for me, again, there was a lot of anxiety. I was very anxious. A bit of a backstory. When my baby was born, she had sepsis. So we had to stay in hospital for 7 days. So it was again a roller coaster, seeing her heal and her being in NICU and all that. It was a bit of a roller coaster. So when we got home, I had so much help. I actually only washed the baby, I think, when she was like 2-3 months old. I had so much help and so much support, but now I think for me it was the anxiety. Every time someone would take the baby from me and say, okay, just take a nap, let me carry the baby, I would follow them to wherever they are going, because somehow in my mind something was telling me that no one can protect this baby the way I can. So I had a bit of anxiety. I had a bit of like a lot of baby blues. I would cry randomly and all that, because I think the idea of having a baby is different from like actually having the baby. The idea looks so beautiful. Wow, I'll be kissing this baby and all that. But like the reality is, especially when they're a newborn, and then you see when she was in NICU, you could express the milk and then leave the milk with the nurses. So sometimes like they wouldn't even call you unless like the baby was crying or the baby like just needed a cuddle or things like that. Then now you're going home, you need to wake up every 2 hours. I remember one day waking up with a headache and my head was really aching and I was like, why do I have a headache? And then I remembered I've been sleeping, like I've been having interrupted sleep. That's why I'm so tired. That's why I'm feeling so exhausted.
For me, one of the funniest things that ever happened, one day I was sleeping, then I was like, whose child is crying?
I remember.
Whose child is that crying? I went to, Tata is in that now.
Yeah.
It's 1 a.m. and someone, then I was like, oh,
that's my baby.
I get,
that's my child.
I totally forgot I had a child for minutes. But anyway, maybe that goes to say how much support I had. My mom was around, and I think if there's any gift she ever left me, is the gift of taking care of a child. That was absolutely amazing. I don't know how to measure the postpartum depression bit, but I believe everyone goes through that bit where you're crying, you don't know what you don't like anyone, you don't want anyone, sometimes you don't want to be around your baby, and it's normal for new moms. Mtaelewa.
And actually, if you have the support, it's
the best. Yeah, it really is the best.
I think that's the rule. I feel like the rule. Can we all agree, ladies, that people should only have children when they have support? Okay.
Yeah.
Things happen.
Things happen.
But the number one thing, even apart from tuseme finance, money,
finances,
support ya mtu tu anakuangalia naona guy,
this person is going through so much.
Just go have lunch somewhere. Away from the child. I will take care of your child. That is the best.
I've actually remembered when my baby was, I think, 2 weeks old. There's a day I told you, Anita, I was having a mental breakdown, and then you said, it's okay, I can come take you out for lunch. And you were like, it's okay, we can go close to your place and then we can go with the baby. And then when you got here, my husband was like, no, you guys just go, I'll take care of the baby. And when we got there, I remember I didn't call, I didn't check, we didn't talk about the baby. Like it was, I think, like about an hour or so. And the baby cried at some point at home, but he didn't call to tell me, oh, the baby is crying. He just fixed everything. And he said, yeah, I'll fix. There's milk in the freezer. There's bottles. I'll take care of the baby. And, it just feels so nice leaving the house and like just, breathing. I remember even going to shop, like going to buy bread. I'm just like, my God, the world is going on. Like life is.
Imagine life doesn't stop.
Yeah, like
when
life
you have the baby.
My life just stopped, guys.
Let me tell you, it happens, and then you see people going. Everyone is living their life. You're like,
I know.
God, when?
Actually,
The baby
I didn't
stuck to
ever
your
go
body.
out until
Yeah.
the baby was 4 months.
Imagine.
So my
Yeah.
life was just stuck there.
Stagnated.
Yeah.
Being a mother, look at what you're
Everything.
wearing. You're just
Yeah.
everything is about the kid.
Yeah.
So,
About the baby. Yeah, I think I'm
yeah.
still there because
Mhm.
every time I want to put something on, I'm like, is it breastfeeding friendly? Like, do I want to put on
Yeah.
a dress or
Yeah.
an
And then
outfit that now I cannot?
Imagine you're still there because your baby is still what? 5
5
months?
months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yours is
2 years,
2 years.
1
Yeah.
month.
See that we are still
Yeah.
even since when we are still babies
Yeah.
raising children.
I know.
Imagine.
Yeah.
So apart from either having a vaginal birth or a CS birth, the other thing that I don't like when people bring about being a mom and raising your kid is, are you breastfeeding or is it formula? Umekapitia yako Sophie?
Yeah, for me, the first month I breastfed normally.
Mm.
Yeah, but I had when I was about to go back to work, I was forced to introduce her to the bottle, but my kid did not allow it in her mouth. Actually, we used almost every
Every
bottle.
bottle. Yeah.
We even
I can
imported,
relate. I can relate.
but she refused.
You what?
Like, yeah,
Imported.
What?
yeah, we imported some bottles,
For
but
real?
yeah, still she could not even
Oh no.
do anything.
Latch, yeah.
So what I had to buy the 3-in-1 where you have to press it because her work was just opening her mouth.
Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
no. that's
What?
that is true.
I've never heard of the
That
three-
is
that
I
one.
miss
Yeah,
them.
the
Yes,
3-in-1,
there's
yeah.
a 3-in-1.
Yeah, there's a spoon, then a cup like the tushimos, and then the nipple.
Nipple.
Yeah. So now I had to use the one for the kama kikombe here. Yeah. So you just press for the lazy kids. Actually, I was the person who was wrong
I
because
learn every day.
because
Every
if
day.
if I was to give birth to another kid, I'll introduce her to
The bottle.
the
earlier.
first day.
Yeah.
Actually, after the nipple,
Yeah.
I just show her the bottle so that
Yeah.
she gets so used.
Used to it.
But you know, most people say that if you're using bottles and you're a mother, it's like you're not connected to the child.
You're
No.
connected
That's
to the
bullshit.
child.
Okay,
Yeah.
this one I will
Either
talk
way.
because I
Yeah.
feel like it. Sorry, this
It's
one is
personal.
personal.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, you do not choose.
Yeah.
When it comes to motherhood, you do
Yeah.
not choose the pathway that things take you.
Yeah.
For instance, I'll start at the CS delivery.
Yeah.
Most of the times, we don't choose to be there.
Exactly.
For me, I had
Yeah.
placenta previa, which
Yeah.
means the placenta blocks your, what is that? Your cervix.
Cervix.
You
Yeah.
can't push. If I push, I die.
Mm.
People would still judge you. Then
Yeah.
my mom got sick. I was going to the hospital. I had to give my baby formula. You don't
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
Okay, I do get that part here. You don't need the child because it was heartbreaking for me
Yeah.
that I would breastfeed
As a
and
mom.
nothing is coming out of my
Yeah.
boob. There's nothing. What
Yeah.
should I do? Niache
You
mtoto wangu
can't leave
akufe.
the baby.
No,
Yeah. You
niache
can't let the
akufe
baby
because
starve. Ati you
you know
want to
what? Sijui mbona
be.
nimejam. I'm sorry. Let me go back to being.
You want to
listening to
be.
you.
What's it called? You want to be super mom.
You know, super mom.
Yeah.
Just because people are saying stuff and
Yeah, it's the same. I think there's something you've said that has also triggered me. I think for me, the fact that like I was going for an elective CS, people don't understand. It's not elective because you want to
and
go
even if
for
just
an elective.
let me put even if you want to,
What's
why
the
not?
problem?
Yeah, it's you.
Why
No, why
not?
You
not?
have the
It's
right to
you,
choose what
yeah.
you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, so people think that
You know,
she
like-
doesn't want to rapture her what? I don't know
Yeah.
what,
Can I
whatever.
tell you something interesting? Do you know
It is fine if I don't want to rapture it. I don't wanna.
Do you know I hid the fact that I was going to deliver via CS to so many people because I didn't want anyone asking me questions. And I remember like when I was chatting with people near my date of delivery, like people would be like, now sijaribu kwenda CS, nini. And those ones I was just like marking them and thinking, I will not even tell you when I go to give birth. I will not tell you. And like I'm not even going to tell you because now you start feeling, and it's not even supposed to be that way, but you
Don't
start
cry.
feeling
Yeah, because
judged.
no one knows.
But you
Yeah.
feel judged because
No, but
if people
imagine you feel
don't
judged.
understand.
Me, I had an auntie would come and tell me, "Oh, so you chose the easy way," and I was like, "Babe,
It's
do you know
not
what
easy.
I went through? You know what? Like, I love your story because it's like I've one in like a million of people who have birthed vaginally. People go screaming and shouting. Let me tell you, I went to the hospital at 9:45 p.m. expecting to deliver at 6 a.m. the next day. At midnight, my baby was out. So you want to tell me those 3 hours? You have no idea the amount of anxiety I went through.
Yeah.
I was literally shaking on the
Yeah.
Unaekwa hivi kama msalaba kama Yesu. Unaenda kwa baba.
Just remember.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
I don't even know because you're dead. Half of you is
You're
dead.
dead, half of you.
They're
Yeah.
trying to keep you alive. Sophie, okay,
I've just remembered. I've just remembered how much like I had planned when I left the house, like before I left the house. Like we were with you the previous evening, so I was like, tomorrow I'm going to go. I'm going to like record the process. Nini. I'm going to do what I'm going to. When they were checking my pressure before going to theater, that thing was beeping because like I was literally shaking. My hands were shaking. My legs were shaking because that's a surgery.
Yeah.
It could actually go south.
You could actually die.
So many people die.
They die on that table.
Yeah, so like it's not
easy.
like all fun and games.
Actually,
And also,
it's the hardest.
It is.
If I was to say.
It is.
Because I've gone through both. I would like CS is just something else. The recovery. Let's not even talk. Let's not even go to the recovery. Let's not go there first. Let's not go there. Yeah. But then I think now for me,
I'm feeling now. I'm feeling quite emotional.
Yeah. And I think
after 6 weeks, you're okay.
Yeah. With it.
Yeah. No, I think. I think when she talked about the bottle again, for me, I would say the same thing. If let me say, if God ever gives me, because I want other children, but if God ever blesses my womb again, I would introduce the bottle immediately as well.
Yeah.
Because I think for me, I introduced the bottle immediately, but then we withdrew the bottle because I thought, okay, she now knows how to use the bottle. So then now we reintroduced it like a few weeks before I went back to work.
Yeah, you're supposed to get used to it.
It was a whole roller coaster.
You were there importing. You're like, this is which one have you used? Tommy Tippy. And which one was that?
Pigeon. I also had never heard of Pigeon. Apparently it's a common brand, but I had never heard of it. We tried. Hey, have you tried Avent? Avent imekata. Mamizi imekata. She was like, go buy those ones for 50 bob.
Dr.
50
Brown.
bob. They refused. All of them refused. And I remember telling God, I need to go back to work. Surely, am I going to leave a hungry baby at home?
And actually, having introducing them to the bottles even makes you have time for yourself.
Yes.
Because if you're not using the bottles, it means it's just you. So there's no time for you.
Yeah. Now I think for me that I would say that's my story. Because now after I went back to work, I only managed to stay at work for 2 days. Then I came back home. Then I put her back on the boob. So now, like, weaning her off. Now she's forgotten the bottle again completely. So that means I don't have a life. I literally have to go everywhere with her. I go everywhere with her because now
she's even here, guys. She just occasionally all our daughters. I just somewhere.
Yeah, because sometimes like initially I was like, wow, it's bonding time with my baby. She's looking at me right in the eyes, and then it gets to a point you're like, oh my God, babe, just get the bottle so I can breathe.
Yeah.
Especially now, because she's on the boob most of the time, she associates sleep with boob and sleep with me. So it's very hard for anyone else to put her
as well.
pacifier.
As well.
So it's so hard for, like, she associates sleep with me.
She'll start using it when she's 8 months because it's fun.
Oh, wow.
They find it fun playing with it now in the
playing
mouth.
with it, yeah.
Wow, okay.
But all I can say is, if just try to force her because happy mommy. Yes.
Bring that baby. I will show you.
No, but I think now that we are going towards weaning, she probably will, because now she's curious. She puts everything in her mouth. She's excited about like tasting new things and all that. I think she's now a bit more curious. And then again, I go back to work when she turns 6 months. So I'll just say what my friend usually says. We'll just say what my friend usually says. Imagine she will just survive, and they will grow, and she will grow.
Imagine.
Once you're out, they adjust.
I'm heading into my last segment. Ama niwaite tena tumalize story ya
unaweza tuita mimi. I'm available so long as I come with my handbag.
I think the one thing people don't understand is after you give birth, you meet someone new.
Yeah.
And it's not your child.
Yeah. It's you.
It is you.
Yeah.
What was the one thing about being a mom that ulifanya ukajiuliza mimi
nimefanya hivi?
Mimi. ama nianze mimi I became count all the I just said it in your face. You're like, which one? You did only one. I'm like 10. I didn't know I'm such a paranoid person. Guys, when I gave birth, I became a germaphobe, and I had paranoia from here to Timbuktu and back. Like, I cut off. I don't know if I didn't cut you. I just told you guys not to come visit the baby until she was 10 weeks, which was a long time for some people, and some people didn't honor that, and I didn't like it. So when someone would come to my house, when you leave, I would have that whole place vacuumed and sanitized because I was that scared of my baby getting sick, which is something I didn't know. Like, when I saw her, the first time I held, I was like, this baby is so fragile. Imagine akipata homa, atakoa aje. So, like, that is a piece of me I didn't know that would happen.
Now, interesting. Okay, for me, and being a people pleaser, I think after getting a baby, I'm going to use a bad word, I don't tolerate bullshit. You know why? Because every time, I remember the first time I looked at my baby, I was like, whatever you see in me is what you're probably going to mirror. So if I tolerate bullshit, you're going to tolerate bullshit. If I am a people pleaser, you're going to be a people pleaser. Like, you're going to pick those little things subconsciously. And now for me, I think nowadays I'm very self-conscious, and like I'm a recovery, like my baby or being a mom helped me.
Recovering baby habits. Like, what is that?
My baby helped me, or being a mom. Let me not say my baby helped me. Like, being a mom has helped me be more self-aware, and then also, like, I just don't tolerate bullshit because I'm like, I want to be the best version of myself so that I am also the best version for her. Yeah. I would say that's
even for me. Actually, I had almost like 30 friends or something before I got the baby. I think I have a lot of friends, so I could not adjust to pleasing everyone. And now that now the baby is here, all my attention is on the baby. Even my husband, like, just a few things, maybe some quarrels, I could write a paragraph. I don't know how much paragraph I can say. So, and I could just say, I don't know, because I have the baby with me. And for the friends, if you wish you can stay, it's okay. If you cannot, I have the baby.
You're
so
like,
actually,
it's never that serious.
If cannot understand me that I'm having the baby and I'm not able to divide the attention to you, then just back off. Actually, the emotions, I think, kind of triggers until the baby grows big, and then you're like, maybe that was too much. So I lost so many friends. So I had to go to them and explain to them.
But I think it's,
and I told them, no,
let me
next
tell you,
time.
me Apple. I don't know what's this another. Sorry. Like, again, everyone so often my village for women. Yeah, so I think when you become a mom, they say the period you never forget how people treated you is after postpartum.
Yeah.
And I feel like people, especially when you become a mom, you understand how better to treat other moms. But the grace you should give new moms should be ungodly. I don't even know, like, go crazy that grace, because we are emotional. Like you said, you're on progesterone. I also on progesterone all through the 9 months. Ukimaliza, it's like you're high. Imagine you're high on cocaine for 9 months, then shot,
and it's dropped immediately.
Immediately you give birth. I think they should work on that. They should at least win us off. Like, hi, welcome to AA, welcome to Progesterone Anonymous. We should be like
Progesterone Anonymous,
because it's a thing. It's a thing.
Yeah.
You are taking all these supplements, all of a sudden nothing. Like, it's like the baby comes out, then they're like, adios. Now let's, So you should really understand that new moms, especially, are going through emotional, like, you don't even understand. So parting shots for now. Sophie,
for me, actually, the only thing that I would love to tell people, if someone has given birth, there's these body changes. For me, for example, I added some weight. Normally, I'm 57 kgs. So when I gave birth to my baby, I was around 70 kgs. So I was a little bit fat. And people are telling me, I love your new body. Then I was like, oh, thank you, but no, I don't like it. So don't say that to me, because I just love my body. and I was really fighting to get my body back. So don't think that maybe if someone, maybe he or she was a little bit slim and then she has gained some weight, now they're happy. No, for me actually that was most of the things that I got offended with. People saying now you look like a person. I was like,
Kwani
wait,
what was I
kwani
before?
nilikuwa
I
nakaa kama
know.
nini? So I'm back,
People can be
guys, with this
really
body and just
insensitive. Yeah.
Like, don't
very
say
comfortable.
anything
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
don't say anything about people's
Yeah.
bodies.
Don't comment about
especially
my body.
after giving birth.
We have really toxic snapback culture, which is, you know, they say it takes up to, I don't know, 3 years after you've given birth for your body to actually
Go back to
Yeah.
go back. Because
normal.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll ever finish this episode.
There's
but
so
you
much
guys,
that
I don't know
goes
after
on.
you gave birth.
Yeah. I think
Me
now.
nasemanga I used to sleep like this. I feel my intestines moving to the side. Then I would sleep like this. Nasikia tu zinasonga na mimi jui.
Yeah.
So I can imagine before everything goes back.
Yeah, it
Takes
takes
time.
time.
Yeah.
And just as you said, like for me as well, my CS wound is still. I honestly thought that after you give birth, your wound heals immediately, but then it takes time. Yeah, I think for me, my parting shot would be allow people to help you. I know it's hard, but like operating on minimum sleep and it's hard. It's really hard. It's really difficult. So allow yourself to receive help and allow for people around you to support you. And give moms grace. It's a lot. It really is a lot. And just as you said, meeting the new person, it's motherhood is for life.
Yeah.
I think you don't have it in your mind that way until you actually see the baby, and then you're like, huyu mtoto hapa ni kwao. Mtu akiaimwambia toka hapa uende kwenu,
Imagine when
it's
utatoka.
here.
Yeah.
Like, anakuja
uende
huku.
kwenu.
Anakuja
Yeah,
kwake
wow.
kwao ni
Yeah.
huku, and I think that just, I don't know, it changes you in
incredible ways.
Yeah, in incredible ways. Yeah.
So guys, that's it for today. Hata sina ya kusema. Just share with a friend. And again, collectively we agreed below 28 you should not have kids. Collectively we agreed. But anyway, the best I'm even mumbling, guys. That's it. It's a wrap. Thank you for watching till now. Please share with your friends. Comment. Let us know how you're celebrating this Mother's Day with your favorite moms to be, angel moms, all moms. Everyone is a mom. We love you and thank you so much. Till next time.